everyone, I'm back with a video on time management, stress management, as you probably saw from the title. And I'm fighting the urge to talk in a southern or British accent today, so bear with me. I just wanted to talk about this because it's like a free weekend for me. We have one easy quiz next week, then I have a pharmacy conference the next weekend, then it's dead week, then it's finals. So this is kind of the calm before the storm. And I was just kind of thinking of, what I have to prepare for. So I thought I'd just make a video on time management, stress management, since finals are coming up for most of us. And, I really probably won't hit all the points. This isn't really how to study or anything. It's just a few tidbits. I know I'll miss some things. So this is kind of brought up because, it's important for any student, but then especially pharmacy school, I don't know, I just haven't really gotten into my pattern even after a year pharmacy school, but I have 3 more to go, so that should be fine. And then I guess you could apply it to other things as well. If you're not in school, you still have to manage your time and stress levels and things like that. So the first thing is definitely know how to prioritize. So I write in my planner, which a lot of you have seen, and that checklist that I have, it looks pretty blank, but these things down at the bottom or maybe time intensive. For some reason they're stressing me out. But, I make my list and then typically I have it highlighted for which day of the week I need it. So that's already prioritizing with which day of the week. So you go by deadlines, of course, and then just the need for it to be completed. So if something is due on Tuesday, I'm going to try to do it before Monday, hopefully, but, down to the wire if I know I need it done by Tuesday. And that's just important so you know what, it can be really overwhelming to just look at a list. So if you're seeing things in an order, that might help you. Or another thing is, even if you have prioritized down to what you need to do that day, I've just heard, and I don't always practice this, but it's good to start with, the easiest things that'll take you 5-10 minutes just so you can feel like you're checking something off, feeling accomplished, and you want to keep rolling with that. And that also just use your time, like your bits and pieces of time. So this can be hard, which I'll talk about smartphones a little later, but even like having a smartphone, like when you have for 5 or 10 minutes, you're probably checking Instagram. I don't have Facebook, but you're probably checking Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter. There's millions of things to waste time on, but there are times where I get out of school like 10-15 minutes early and I wasn't scheduled to work for a half an hour. I like to use that time if I can to go up to the library, the study room, just look over the notes that I just was lectured on. Even that will just help you out with time management later instead of cramming, and then with stress when it's the first time you've looked at something when you're supposed to be studying it. So using those bits and pieces of time just to use like flashcards and just run over like one concept that you just learned about, or like even in terms of your room, like putting your clothes away. I just had to do that before I filmed this video. I hate putting clothes away. They lay on my bed for like ever, but really it takes like 5 to 10 minutes. So if I just like put on someone else's YouTube video or music, like 5 minutes. So just knowing how to use those little bits of time, which don't seem like a lot. Oh, Charles. Okay. So then comes next is the distractions, of course. Smartphones and the TV while you're studying. That's been a problem for me. I feel like I'm going to get into stress and anxiety in just a little bit, but as much as a smartphone is really convenient and can help me with a lot of things, I feel like it contributes to wasting time, which leads to anxiety. So really the best thing I can do when I study is put my smartphone like across the room, or I always have it on silent, but if it's sitting face up next to me, like if something pops up, I'm going to read it, or so you're like, oh, I'm just going to check it, then you're on there, or you're like, I'm going to check what this definition is, and then you're on there forever. So moving your phone away from you is probably the best. Maybe setting a timer on your phone across the room that like after 30 minutes of studying, you can go find it and check your stuff and then sit back down again. And then TV has been really bad for me lately. I know that I can't study with like a TV on. And regardless of that, I've been studying like right in front of the TV, watching my favorite shows, like pretending like I'm doing it. But it just wastes time to half pay attention to the show and half pay attention to your homework. Really, it would just be much better to do half an hour of your homework, watch half an hour show. Like, you know what I mean? It would be better not to just split your time like that between two things halfway. So the next thing is the environment. That has to do, I was talking about TV. When I'm sitting and watching TV, I'm usually laying in my bed or or on the couch. So that can be a problem. I need a flat desk surface, and a bed's not going to cut it because then I feel like I need to take a nap. So just the environment you're in. If you need structure, go for it. Don't lie to yourself that you can watch TV and lay in bed and do your homework. It'll just get done faster because you don't want to be sitting in your chair. You want to be laying in bed watching TV. So as soon as you finish that in your structured area, you can get it done and then go do something fun. Then the last thing is just kind of on anxiety, trying to keep that low. So I think these just tie in. If you're short on time, you're crunching for things, you're rushing, you're going to be stressed. So having these time management skills are good to reduce your stress and anxiety, which I feel like I've had a lot of lately. I feel like my smartphone has contributed to it, me wasting time on it, things like that. You just spend less time worrying when you manage your time correctly. So fine, I've been trying to implement this for years. I feel like even when I have these little, they're not really anxiety attacks, but I get, really worried and nervous about things. So finally I got a little Moleskine notebook. Well, they come 2 in a pack. It can be any notebook, but I wanted to make it special, and it's purple. And what I do with this is if I'm in class, I bring it everywhere. If I'm in class, if I'm at work, if I'm studying, I have it next to me because my brain is always thinking of 1,000 different things. So as soon as I think of something that's worrying me or that I'd like to check an email or something that I'd like to get to, I write it down so that it's not distracting me in my head for when I'm trying to focus on something else. So that's what I try to do. Like yesterday, I was worried about some forms I needed to fill out for pharmacy, some cleaning, how many hours I'm going to work, and it's just like I can't be thinking of all of that because then I'm not concentrating on the lecture or concentrating on my homework. So I jot it down. After I finish my task or finish the class, I can go look at my planner, review what I was worrying about. Some of them might not seem that bad, but when they're all stuck in your head like that, they can seem really important and really serious and then really worry you. So that was really quick. I just wanted to mention those few things. Those are what's been helping me, and those are what I'm going to try to get to in these next few weeks wrapping up school. So that was a short video, but I will try to film tomorrow. It's kind of fun weekend, like I said, so maybe I'll do vlog-ish type stuff. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. And now I have 151 subscribers. Nathan promised me a boyfriend tag at 1,000, so can we get there? Anyways, everyone have a great day, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.